Well, greetings and welcome to ShadowWorks Media. I'm your host, James Fondren, and in today's video and this evening's video, we're going to sketch the Road Warrior. And here we are. Here's Mel Gibson as the Road Warrior, and as you can see, I kind of took my perspective approach and using this as kind of a photo reference. We have his dog. We have him here in the corner. So that's what I'm going to be looking at for the duration, and that's what this image comes from. So I'm going to be inking this tonight. I want to use techniques as I want to use line weights. I want to try to start using line weights to give the image depth, the picture and the drawing depth. I want to do cross hatching for the shading, but on a separate screen I'll be using this. I'll be doing this like this. So I hope you enjoy, and again, we'll be drawing and inking the Road Warrior. This is Mel Gibson from the famous film The Road Warrior. So that being said, here we go, and I have the photo reference in the corner here, and let me just check in on the chat before we get started. Okay, it's just me. That's alright. Well, that's how it works, you know. So, alright. Maybe I can move this here. I want to get a better feel for this, and then I'm gonna make this window smaller. Make this smaller. Yeah. Make this big. Make me big. Fix it right now. Alright, fix it now. Alright, so I've got this, and I'm going to just start. So I have these Copic multi-liners, just came in the mail today. I have a, let's see, a 0.1, a 0.5, and I have a 0.3. This is a 0.3. So I'm going to start with a 0.3, and I have my photo reference here. And if I can get this out of the way, get the photo reference at the top. There we go. So get started here, and I may, yeah. So I'm just going to start the process. Start inking this thing. Let's see. Alright. And so what's interesting about this picture is it's there's a shadow, so it's not exactly you don't really see Mel Gibson's eyes here, you know. You see the mouth quite a bit. But I'm liking this 0.3. This a lot, actually. This is really good. So I'd like to be able to do some cross hatching. Maybe I'll switch it up and do like I don't know, do like a 0.1. Try that. Yeah. So some like famous artists that I've seen do live streams. I've seen one guy, he'll start with these very thin lines here, start inking it. I'm not afraid to make mistakes. I'm not afraid to do this and get going, because it needs to be done, you know. It needs to happen. What's interesting about this choice, kind of ironic, is, you know, I mentioned in my last video that I'm a martial artist, and something actually happened yesterday. I was doing a technique in my dojo, the partner, and I hurt my knee, my left knee. So it's kind of interesting that I picked Mel Gibson, the Road Warrior, and he's got this knee brace, and I'm probably going to be getting a knee brace tomorrow. I don't know what the injury is. It may be a sprain, it may be a torn MCL, I don't know. I don't know what it could be, but it's not good. It's not good. So, yeah, not looking forward to that at all. Not looking forward to, I'm looking forward to getting a proper diagnosis, but, so, interesting thing about this 0.3, I like it. And I think the ink is just, it comes out okay. It's not great. You see, I got this on Amazon, and I think probably this is an old pen set. So who knows how old this ink is, how long it's been sitting somewhere. You know, I tried to go to Michael's to get it, but you know, it didn't work out that way. So yeah. But I like how I can get these details in. I can really get this in here. It's kind of nice. So he's got a little bit here, something there. Let's see. I need to toggle my stuff. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I explained in the last video that, you know, I used to draw quite a bit when I was in my pre-teen years, and you know, it was kind of a pastime at boarding school. Where I went to school, I was sent away to boarding school in the 8th, in 7th grade, 8th grade, and then I went to a regular high school. I mean, I guess you can call it regular high school. I don't know how regular it was, but yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of drawing, and I had a lot of friends that were really good, and we loved Wizard magazine. And everybody wanted, you know, a good comic to kind of draw off of. And some people, I didn't really read. Wasn't a big comic reader, but I loved the images, and I loved the idea. And we kind of like, I remember our art class. It was kind of a thing where, well, what do you want to do for our project? And they were like, well, maybe we can, you know, do like comic book inking. I still have that somewhere. I don't know where exactly it is, but it's somewhere. So yeah. So I see I made a little error there, actually in there, but anyway, yeah, so, you know, that's a pastime, but, you know, because of my injury, I think it's an MCL. I think I tore my MCL. I was doing a throw called Koshinage. In Koshinage, you have to basically load somebody up on your lower back, but the situation was that I had someone over my center for too long, and because of that, I think it shifted my knee, and my knee like buckled. It's bad. It's really bad. My knee buckled, and that's what happened. So, you know what I'm finding? It's just fascinating, because I haven't done this in years. I haven't drawn years. My lines from my sketch, like this, just it feeds right into it. So if you have a really good sketch, like, I think you could have a really excellent inking job. Now I'm just doing the outline right now of this. Now you see this hand is a partial hand because it's it's going to be blacked out at some point. Because right here you have the shotgun, the double barrel shotgun that Mel Gibson has in the Road Warrior. I am the Road Warrior. What a great film, huh? Lord Humongous. Maybe I'll draw Lord Humongous next. Just drop it in the chat. What do you want to see me draw next? Maybe Lord Humongous. That'd be a good one. See, but there's, you know, I'll probably pull up the image again, but yeah, it's gonna be a process, you know, doing this. So I'm enjoying it. So I'm probably gonna have like a lot of stream of consciousness things and conversations. Oh, I know, I want to talk about it while it's hot and fresh in my mind. You know, I have some thoughts about Midjourney, and they're not good ones. They're not good thoughts about Midjourney. I'm actually getting tired of Midjourney. It's becoming a homogenized platform, I think. My renders are becoming more common. Excuse me. They're becoming more common, and I'm getting like a homogenized product. It used to be with Midjourney that you would get something kind of cool, and you know, it'd be, oh, this is really neat. This gives me this is inspiration for me. But right now, I'm not getting any of that at all. I'm a little inside the line here. That's okay. I'm just not getting that. It's just not happening for me. So yeah. Oh, I see. I gotta fix that strap. Well, maybe I can figure out a way to fix the strap here. This is some kind of, he's got like a carabiner thing here on here with a loop, and then there's a big hole here. I'll black that out. But this is like, it's almost like he's got a spatula here. You see, he's got like a cooking utensil on his belt. It's kind of cool, you know. I mean, having a can opener, that's like critical in post-apocalyptic times. You gotta have that. So yeah. The Road Warrior. I can drive that tanker. I can drive that tanker. You wanna go? Come through me. Yeah, no, it's a great movie. Like, it's a classic. Classic. So, but anyway, what's the bottom line? I mean, I'm jumping all over the place. Midjourney, you know, I'm probably going to back off my subscription. I'm probably going to, I don't know, probably going to like do a $10 instead of a full $30. I guess I want to put my money into streaming, you know, do streaming instead. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah. So that's my dog, so don't mind that. I'm going to mute it for a while and just take in the scenery. There's probably going to be a lot of black up here on his head, but what I want to try to do, because it's like he's got a very, it makes him look like he's got blonde hair. It really is going to be a lot of coloring in. I'll get to that later. I'm not going to do too much of that right now. He's got like this dimple here. Yeah. Kind of messed that up. Yeah. Well, might as well start now. Let's do the cross hatching. I'm actually going to switch. Let's go to 0.1. Let's do 0.1. It's 0.5. 0.1. messed that up, didn't I? Oh well. Hey, you get to see somebody mess up their art, you know? How about that? I mean, I haven't done this in like years. And I never crosshatched, like I never do crosshatching or anything like that. So, this is gonna be, I'm gonna fill that in. Fill this in here. A little bit more here. It's kind of got puffs to bear. Yeah, I screwed that up big time. That's okay. This is basically all going to be filled in, but I'll keep going. So yeah, so it's ironic. I got this leg brace here, and I'm probably gonna have my own leg brace pretty soon, maybe tomorrow. I'm going to see a orthopedic surgeon. So, see, the problem I did with this and how I screwed this up was, I added too much. There's no real way I can put shade on his face. If I had a whiteout pen, I could probably white that out and fix that. I might invest in that. That'd be a good thing to do on the channel. But anyway, let me go back to my, let's see, my 0.3. Yep, good old 0.3. Yeah, I'm liking 0.3, so, yeah. It's like, it gives you just enough, like, and this is such a delicate process, doing the inking on something like this. I mean, inking in general, but, I mean, the title of the video says it, like, I haven't drawn in like 20 years. So what should I expect? What should people expect from me? Probably what you're seeing right here. Probably what's here is what you're gonna expect, So, yeah, it's not great, but it's a start. It's a start. And I can't forget my little doggy down here too. Right, like a dog. But yeah, I don't know. It didn't really work the way I wanted it, but it's alright. Kinda got carried away. I should have left it alone. You can do too much. You can do too much, and I did. I totally did. So, but, since I'm gonna be kind of not laid up, but I'm not gonna be able to go do my practice, the next, if it's a 6-month ordeal, I'm reading it 6 months possibly, then, that's 6 months I can invest in my drawing and really start to make my drawing a lot better. Because, as I said with Midjourney, I've had it with Midjourney, and the reason why is they can't do the hands, and I want to develop some real talent. I want to develop some skills. Like, I don't have any real skill, and I need to really develop my skills. So, but what I am finding here is, like, let's go to an angle here. I've got this piece here. And the finding is that you have to have the right tools for the craft. When you're a kid, you have cheap stuff, right? Your parents to go to a... Look, I was trying to find some more Copic pens, and what happened was I went to Brooklyn in my dojo. This was last night, and like, I went to this place called Scribbles, and they have like Crayola supplies. Like, this isn't an art supply store. This is a craft store. This is like real art store, Michaels, they're supposed to have this stuff, but they're out at my local Michaels, so I'm gonna have to just do what I can do with what I've got for now. So, yeah, I'll probably upload this video and just, yeah, it's a shame that I'm not not going to be able to really fix that face. I kind of messed that face up, but that's alright. I'm going to do it. Maybe I'll redraw this one day. I'll draw a different variant of it. We'll see. We'll see. I guess the idea is to get the outline first, get that done. I gotta say though, like doing this, it's so peaceful. I think I was lacking some peace in my life, just totally lacking in this regard. You know? Just totally lacking there. Yeah, I know it's not great, but it's a start. I gotta practice. You gotta start from somewhere, you know. So is that it? Do we have the whole outline for him? Oh, not yet. Down here. See, this is the. See, he's like walking. He's taking a step. He's actually, when they took the photograph, he was like, his foot was coming down, so he's planting his foot right here. See? So he's taking a step. Right. So the road warrior. The road warrior. Hello, the road warrior. What's your favorite post-apocalyptic film? Is it The Road Warrior? I love Fury Road. I saw it in the theater and I thought, man, this is great. What a great movie, you know. Fury Road was excellent. It was excellent. So, yeah. The Road Warrior. They called him the Road Warrior. And we never heard from him. We never saw him again. collected the little dog. I can't believe that. I gotta get the dog. This is crazy. I didn't do the dog. See, is it 0.3? 0.5. Oh, it's 2.5. That's good. Yeah. Completely forgot about the dog. Whatever happened to the dog, huh? The road warrior. Yeah, I know what they did. They made the smart decision. You never show the dog die in a movie. It's the worst thing you can do. That's all people remember. You do that, and you're ruining your movie. You're ruining it. You know, you're ruining the movie. So yeah, I don't blame them for doing that. Yeah. For not showing what happens to the dog. I get it. I wouldn't want to do that either. So the dog's got like a big, there's a shadow that goes up in here. Yeah. Okay. Alright. The road warrior. Let me just fill in a little pup. I got a pup. I actually have the same breed. It's a red. I have a red heeler though. This is a blue heeler. These dogs, they bred these dogs to herd cattle. You know, herd cattle in Australia, and they basically took a border collie and breeded it with a dingo. Can you imagine that first trial and error? The dingo ate your baby. Can you imagine that? Like being the first people out there, like after it's already established as a prison colony. But think this was like in the 1800s though, so I don't think this was the same. See, this 0.3 is just too small, you know, for that. I'm gonna need to something better, you know, something better than that. So yeah, this is all gonna be shaded in. All that gets shaded in. Yep, this is all gonna be shaded in too. It's actually all black, like except except for this part of the ear. I might do some cross hatching there. Yeah, but this is going to be filled in right here. So that's the dog. Alright. Oh, I need something more juice to it. Like, what's going on? I need it. Is this going to help? Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. That's what I wanted. Lots of juice. See, I can do the dog now. See, watch. Dog's got red, black ears on top, black spot on the head. What other black? Oh yeah, the shadow. Oh, there's a whole shadow here in this leg. Oh, this is great. I'm glad I got this. Yep, and then it goes up here. Oh, this is like meditation. I can't believe how much I enjoy doing this. It literally has been decades for me. I'm not kidding. Like it has been literal decades since I've done anything close or remote to this at all, and I'm amazed. Now here's the thing. Okay, so there's more black on here. So the dog's got a shadow here, here. The light's hitting here, so it's shadows on this side. And then black ear again. Black ear. And the tail's actually black, believe it or not. Yep. thing, the whole tail is black, all the way to this little dog's rump. There we go. I mean, I haven't drawn a dog in a while either. It's like, you know, little knick-knack things like that. You know, just check the shadow in here. Yeah. Let's build this out a little bit. It's different. Tell you what, I'm not gonna do that quite yet, but I am gonna get the juicy stuff like this shotgun, this double barrel shotgun. Gotta get that in there. But yeah, the irony of this, me choosing this, is just crazy because I hurt my left knee, and that's the knee that Mel Gibson has this knee brace on. You know, he got his knee hurt in some kind of combat in the post-apocalypse, you know. But I got my knee hurt just in a dojo. It's probably my fault. I was probably doing too much. You know, these things happen. These things happen. And like, I understand, like, my inking is not great. I get that. It's okay. You know, I get it. People are free to comment if they want. It's alright. But I'm gonna keep doing this because I want to get better. And I think people are too scared to like show their work. I said, well, what's the first thing that I did here? The first thing I did was basically, this is a picture of I put it in perspective. I drew my I found the vanishing point, and the vanishing point ended up being like right here. So I found the vanishing point, and then I started started drawing this out. So yeah, and then once I got what I wanted, once I've heard the term "find the drawing." Once I found what I wanted, it's like I was ready to do the inking part and ink it for you guys, do a video. Why not? You know, why not? Let's see. Yeah. So here's the thing. Like, he's got. I'm just gonna do this. Bulges out actually into there, and I'm losing him a little bit. That's okay. Now this is like all black over here, all black. All this is black, black, black. Might do some cross hatching on the. See, I kind of messed this up. I did the angle different than the actual picture, so it's not the same. That's all right. You know, we're gonna do what we can do, and for now, it's gonna have to be good enough. You know, I'm gonna get better. I think I'm gonna have time to get better too, because I'm injured. You know, so I'm not gonna be on the mat, and it's a shame because I really want to go for my Shodan. I'm very close, which is a black belt in Aikido, and I'm not going to be able to do it because I have to wait until I heal, and then there's a whole you have to up your practice. Ideally I'd love to practice 3 days a week, but that's all on the back burner now until I heal up. It's all on the back burner. So I think what I'm going to do for the leather is crosshatch. Crosshatch, use different sizes to kind of give this and go different routes and directions. But that's what I'm going to do. Crosshatch it. I'm just filling in what I can now to get that done. This needs to come up a little bit. Not the best, but not the worst. Okay. Let's see. This might be a good place to color in here. Yeah. Black this out. So yeah, why am I doing this? Well, you know, I think it's a good idea to do this. I think I'm really just tired of Midjourney. Like Midjourney has just become like I said, kind of homogenous trash. It's like it's completely become homogenized, and I don't like that. I really don't like that at all. It's a shame because it used to be great, and it's kind of become less great. So I'm not happy about it. But yeah, I think maybe I could draw like Lord Humongous next. And whoops. Yeah, draw Lord Humongous next, you know. Let's see what we get there. So I kind of established for myself like some of these thicker areas. I knew I was going to want to black these out. I knew like this here, I was going to want to fill that out with some good, juicy ink. But I also want to do like it's 0.5. Let's get our 0.5 here. Let's go. Yeah, see, you got things you can do here. It's not over yet. It ain't over till it's over, right? It ain't over till it's over. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of things I've got to learn. I'm gonna learn folding techniques and things like that, and get it to work. You know, get it to really work for me. Learning how clothes fold, and I might have to take some drawing classes. I don't know. I'm supplementing with YouTube a little bit. Like, it's really something to see somebody who's been like a real professional artist for decades and then go and watch them do this. It's quite amazing, actually. Yeah, I think we're just gonna bring this down a little bit more. Why not? Give him the crotch. Give him the crotch. The crotch of the road warrior. The road warrior. Let me just black it out. That's the only thing I don't like about this, is there's a tendency to black out stuff I don't like to look at. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to do it. I want to make sure I'm doing this right, you know. I messed up the front of the face. It should be clean on this side. See? Because I was doing, it's like, oh, I'm gonna cross hatch, but I messed it up. Totally messed it up. That's okay. You know, this is a rough sketch. Like, if I invested the time and effort, I could really do something good. I'm just messing around, you know. It's kind of doodle. Kind of doodly-dee, doodly-doo. You know? So I have water. The road warrior. Oh, you know, switch to 0.3. You're not using it, close your markers when you're not using it. They will dry out. We don't want that. The road warrior. You can draw straight lines with this pretty easily, like following your own lines. Like I'm drawing the road line right now. The paint, the road, kind of cuts right through his leg a little bit. But then there's a shadow here, so it goes right behind his leg. Kind of cut in there. Damn it. wait for a bit. Hold on. Anyway. Yep. I'm gonna mix it up a bit. I'm gonna use the Micron. Well, this is the Micron. Yeah. Huh. It's a little more loose than what I just used. It's not bad. Just a little more loose. Loosey-goosey. Loose as a goose. Quick as a cat. Mean as a damn snake. Yeah. These are okay. I mean, it's not as precise. So what is this? This is the what? This is the 0.1. If I go 0.1 here with the Copic. Oh man, I'm sorry. Copic is just a superior product. It really is. It's a superior product. I love it. I'm falling in love. It took some. I paid attention in some videos and I got some good advice here. So I'm glad I did it. Glad I did it. Yeah. I'm sure there's things that I do here that are gonna annoy people, but that's okay. You know, the road warrior. And we never saw him again. Yeah, so he's got a little bit up here, and then it cuts down. I'll just leave it like that. Try to clean up my lines though. Oh, you see what I did there? I screwed up. It's too big. You see, that's too big of a. Let's see if I can fix it. With a smaller pin. Oh, that's interesting. You see, you can fix things with a smaller pin. It's more precise. See. Hello, beep beep. But I like the point. Oh, this is 0.1. 0.1's really small. I mean, you can get really precise on that. Like here, look, he's got his. Yeah. I can almost like dot 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 dot. That's probably what I should have done was dot 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 dot. And there. But you know, you live and learn. So. Yeah. The road wire. I'm gonna try to do this to establish some kind of shading. I think I'm gonna run with this. Wow, I really like this. I really like this. So what's interesting about me is I wear contacts. I don't know if that's interesting or not, but I know that if I wasn't wearing them right now, I would be the image would be a lot bigger for me. It'd be better. So, but just I like how you can really command the pen. It really works. You can really do it. You know? It really works. I mean, as I get better at this, I'm gonna really try to messed with a lot of this. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, so I want to go 0.5 now. Let's go 0.5. 0.5. 0.5. Where we at? 0.5. Yep. Okay. 0.5. Yeah. I don't know why I put these dots here. Probably just going to make it a shadow. Yeah, fix it, make it clean it up a bit. There we go. That's a lot better. That's a lot better. There we go. Let's see. That's 0.5. Now I need to add some more shadowing in here. Especially in here. Let's see. Yeah, this could, you know what? I'm going to go even more extreme with it. Even more extreme with it. Yeah. I like that. And then make this clean lines. Make it a clean line. Why not? I've got an opportunity here to make this dark. Yeah. There's a lot of black in here too. Like, I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to do with this. Let's see, what have I got? I'm at 0.5. Let's do this. Maybe I can. I know that this is going to look one-dimensional. That's okay. I mean, it's just a doodle sort of thing, but... Oh. Fix that later. I mean, just get into it, you know? Like, I'm just going to get into... You know what I noticed? After 20 years, like, my hands aren't as steady as they used to be. Now, I do a lot of stuff with my hands that would be, you know, not pleasant for most people to go through. You know, you're practicing like wrist locks, joint locks in Aikido, so it's kind of not the best thing to be doing, you know, if you want to draw, you know, you want to be an artist of some kind. I knew a guy, he's a painter in New Orleans when I first started, and he had to leave. Like, he couldn't practice anymore because he went to his like an orthopedist or a doctor, and they said that if you keep doing Aikido, you're not going to be able to draw anymore. It's going to ruin you're going to lose your steady hand and everything. So he stopped. He stopped doing it, you know. So I understand. I mean, I do. I really do. Nice guy. But I'm kind of letting go of the ego. You know, I'll let people comment on my stuff. It's fine. Hey, Red Dog Studios, how you doing? I'm kind of blabbering right now, but I was talking about what we could do next. Like, maybe I could draw Humongous. We'll do Humongous next, perhaps. I don't know. Lord Humongous. Yeah. And I'm just messing with this. Really, you gotta have the right tools. You gotta have the right tools, and if you don't have the right tools, then it makes it difficult to do what I'm doing. But you know what's interesting about all this is, like, when I started this video, I talked about how I was at boarding school and this was a favorite pastime. I'm glad to hear you're doing well and you're doing good. Yes, humongous. But this was a favorite pastime of mine. But you know, the supplies we had was just junk. You know, we're talking number 2 HB pencils. You know, and it's actually, ironically enough, that's what I'm using now. But you know, yeah, it's a process. It's a process. It's gonna take time. You know, it's gonna take time. I gotta work on my. You see, this is like all leather and everything, so how do you make it appealing? How do you do that? You can do different things. You can trying to give it texture. Yeah, well, that too. You can work with what you have, but I think you definitely want to have the right tools. So you can color stuff in. Not color it in, but ink it. I can't even. I probably. That's. I don't know if I'll ever color my own stuff, but all the real professionals, they can do that too. If they prefer not to, I'd rather turn it over to somebody else who can be a colorist and color it in. But I know they prefer not to do that. So, see it's starting to come out a little bit, but it needs more texture. So I've been using this number 5. I'm gonna keep working with the number 5. Let's see, we've got this here. This. And just walk away. All we want is the gasoline. Just walk away. Yeah, he's got like a. Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird kind of like contraption. It's not like it's got bolts in it. It's got like bolts. This leg brace. I was just saying, Red Dog Studios, that I hurt myself at my Aikido practice yesterday. I'm going to an orthopedic surgeon tomorrow. I have an appointment scheduled, and I think I tore my MCL. I think I did. We'll see what happens. I don't know, but it's not good. It's not good. Not good at all. Not good. Let's try some cross hatching. Not very good at this. Not very good at this. Kind of rushing a little bit. And there's no need to rush. But if you have really steady hands, you can really get really nice and precise stuff. What I like about this texture? It's like he's got like wear and tear on his leather. It shows that. Yeah. I'm just reading this, the chat, Red Dog Studios. Yeah, I like the shoulder pad. It's kind of minimalist. I actually, I need to come out a little bit more with this. So let me, it's gotta be, it's a little too, it's a comic book version of this photo reference, that I was doing earlier. I showed at the beginning of the video, but let's see, is this 0.3? I think if I just come out a little bit, yeah, because it's got like a, yeah, just a little bit more on that, and then I can, let's see, 0.1, get my hatch lines in here, hatch lines. Yeah, I'm curious to see how this is going to pan out. I don't know. Curious to see. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta do some more inking over here. Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Oh, and I haven't forgotten. I still have the audio from the Disturbed concert. I have to put it in a video. I'll do that at some point. I'll do it. Just haven't had time to work on it the way I want to. So. Yep. know, so actually what I'm doing now is I'm kind of going off the reservation a little bit, because now I have to draw what makes sense. What makes sense now. That's what I'm doing now. So, yeah, so he's got this going on here. Like, you gotta give it, it's gotta have, like, texture. Like, if it doesn't have texture, then it's no good, you know? And that's what I'm having trouble with. Yeah, see, I messed up here. Originally, this was supposed to be nothing here. This was supposed to be just blank. They actually have whiteout pens, like, now that you can use, so I might look into that, but, you know, it is what it is. Because it's all, the thing about it is, like, this is all black. So, you know, let's see what I can do. Maybe my commentary will get better as I draw more. Yeah, but you see, the way it works is I was trying to put in, like, basically a 5 o'clock shadow, and you know, I messed up here, so it's like he's got like a scratch on his face, you know, and this should be shadow free here, but it's not. It's okay, but the shadow is over here, because all the light's coming this way. See, here's the actual shadows I drew down here. It's a shadow of him and the dog. Let me just fill this in because it's, you got it. So here is Mel Gibson's shadow right here. Right? This is his arm, his head. Right? And here's the dog down here. Let's see. Right? This actually runs all the way through too. Just don't want to overdo it. Yep. Yep. And then there's a little bit of shadow up here. You can kind of see where I've marked it for the inking, where I have some dark blues. There's actually a shadow that goes over the dog's back. It's right here. It goes over here like this. Some people, what they'll do is they have little white ink pens. So if you want to separate the light sources, you can do that and put that in here. But I didn't do it, you know. And I might look into getting something like that. Yeah, I'm just, there we go. It looks like a healer to me. Looks like a little healer, and this should be black over here. It's the side. Dog. Yeah. Looks good. The road warrior. The road warrior. Ka-tunk, ka-tunk. Tunk. Just walk away. All we want is the gasoline. I'm telling you, the gas wars are coming. Like, it's like $4 a gallon up here for gasoline. It's the pain at the pump is real. It is real in New York. Oh my God, it's real. Yeah, it's real. Real pain. Real pain at the pump. Yes. What I like about these pens, they're from Japan, and you can really make a texture out of it, because he's got a glove on, right? He's got like a biker glove. See? So I'm gonna get better at this. You know what? I want to strive for excellence. I want to strive for excellence and get good at what I'm doing here. That's what I want to do. No more games, you know. Especially if I'm out of commission with my Aikido practice. Oh, this is not good. I'm not drawing straight lines. Why is it getting thicker? Am I using 0.1? Yes, I'm using 0.1. But it's easy to like watch somebody on YouTube and say, oh, I can do that. I can do that. No, you can't. You gotta practice. You can do it. It's just, you know, you start off. My big thing is I still gotta learn perspective. Like, my perspective is not that great. This is in perspective though. Where the dog is in relation to Mel Gibson is right. Now that's right. That's correct. Mel Gibson. Just an anecdote about Mel Gibson. When I was in high school, I got kicked out of class. We were all scheduled to go see the movie The Passion. And I got suspended from school because I questioned my religion teacher. And, you know, like I remember this was before people really got into organic food and everything. And she would tell us, oh, we gotta drink organic milk. We actually tricked her into like having donuts in class. It's like, oh yeah, you're right. That's a good idea. We should do that. Let's get the organic milk. You buy the milk. We'll bring the donuts. I think it's like a local donut shop right off the bridge there. My hometown. Got the. See, now I'm starting to slip a little bit. Like I'm starting to slip a little bit. My hand isn't as steady. I'm getting a little tired. It's okay. You have to see, now I'm trying to straighten my lines out. It's easier, you know what I learned? It's easier when you have these lines drawn already, because then you just kind of fall right in to your pre-drawn lines. So I'm using the blue copy paper lead, and you know, now I'm kind of just I'm free-handing this, and you can tell it's not as good. But you see, if I were to blue lead it in, let's see. Alright, now I'm going to basically trace over my own lines. Let's see. See, it's pretty easy at that point. It's not perfect, but yeah. And let's see. Oh, yeah, I gotta put this down here. Yeah, this is a little shotgun, you know, it's a little, but I've got a shadow down here I've got to pick up. Let's see, what is this, my 0.5? Yeah. So I'm looking at my reference material, so there's a shadow right here on the handle of the gun. It's basically black. It's a sawed-off double-barrel shotgun. So I'm gonna have that here. And then some texture. How about we do this? Get a little curvature. One thing I've come to respect is the people who put the time in and really, you know, fill in the image. Because some people would just stop right here and say, oh, you got it, you know, whatever, but I got a lot to do. Like, there's a lot to do, you know. Plenty to keep me busy, you know. Plenty to keep me busy here. So, I'll learn other texture lines and how to do this. You know, but you have to, when it comes to anything you're trying to do, you have to like do it first. And then you can go back and say, I should have done this, I should have done that, but you know, it is what it is. Oh, man. Yep. Oh, I gotta fill this in. I love this. I love this pen. When you have things that are just like completely blue, you know, I know I gotta fill this in. And then there's a little space here. Yep. The road wire. Alright. Yeah. Oh, and you see all this here? This is actually all black too. It's all black. Fill that in. This is like a knife or something. He has like a knife in his boot, but it's in the picture. It's a shadow, so you can't really see the knife in his boot, so to speak. You can't really see it. But yeah. All right. A live stream. Do it live. Do it live. Do it live. Do it live. Yeah, how do you like draw leather, you know? How do you give leather a texture? How do you do that? Just make it up. Make it up until it's until someone says no. No, it's not good. You know, it's just a shape, you know. It's just a shape. Like you know, I got lucky because a lot of this is shadowed, right? But once you get the shape right, you can fill it in, and it works out. You know. What I need to do is I need to work on this. This needs to be cleaned up. Here. This. The road wire. I can drive that tanker. I can drive that tanker. Start filling this in a little bit. See, I like this because like his hair is kind of like frizzed out. It's post-apocalypse. You know, he's like, yeah. The road wire. Let's see. This is the comic book version of the road warrior. That's good enough for me. It's good enough for you, it should be good enough for me. Vice versa. Yeah. There's a lot of black in here. A lot of black. Yes. This is like meditation for me. Oh my god. I mean, I should have been doing this years ago. Yeah, it's okay. I mean, it could be better. Let me switch the what is it? 0.3. 0.3 is like the go-to. I see a lot of comic book artists. They you see how it's a thicker line there than the 0.1. Fine details in the 0.1, but the 0.3 is like a go-to for a lot of people because I think it's versatile. You can do a lot with it, you know. But you know what? I'm gonna do seeing this cross-hatching that I did, like, it reminds me of some things I saw in the 90s when I was reading Wizard magazine and basically just lifting people's art, you know, as a pastime, copying it, learning how to doodle and draw. Learning how to do that. Thanks. Yeah, the sleeve it's turned out okay. It could be a little bit better, but it's like, you know, again, I haven't drawn in like 20 years, and I mean, I can't tell the last time I drew a leather jacket. I mean, when did I do that? You know, when was that a thing? It wasn't, you know. So let's see here. it's like I'm coming in cold here, like extremely cold. Like I haven't done this in years. Hence the name after 20 years of not drawing. I think that's going to be the name of this series. Whenever I live stream like this, it's going to be, you know, after not drawing for 20 years. You know? See if I get some cross hatching here. Should give it some shape. I think you can't be afraid to make mistakes. You have to just do it. You know, go for it. Try some cross hatching here too. But I'm getting tired because I don't have the endurance yet. But the tools I have it's what the professionals use. It's these are the best tools to use. I did my research, and I was able to get a lot of this stuff at Michael's, but it's the beginning of school again, so they're kind of out of stuff, you know. So let's see, just give this texture. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's like I have my reference picture, but now it's like, you know, I don't need it anymore. You know, I don't need it. Let's do the cross hatching. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm all in now. I'm all in. Go, baby, go. Go for it. The more I practice, the more steady of a hand I'll have, and better I'll get. I try to draw a little bit every day, even if it's a doodle. But I think the way to do this is going to be to use these photo references and really get that, establish that as a thing, you know? Really get that going. See, that looks good. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of become my own, really. You know, it really has already. So I'll keep doing the cross hatching. I like cross hatching. Might be going a little cross hatch crazy. I'm not gonna mess that up. Just to give it like texture, you know, because I don't like white empty space. I want to have this. There we go. Well, that's all one arm right there. Got one arm textured. You know, I'm just finding the lines. I'm following like the way the coat his leather jacket is, and I'm going with it. Going with it. Let's try this. Let's see. Wait a minute. Let's hear. You know what? I'm gonna fill this in. Why not? Do the whole thing. I gotta tell you though, like, there is a tendency to Bob Ross, to really Bob Ross this thing. All right, I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna use a different size. I'm gonna go back to, well, that's 0.1. Let's see what happens when I do this. Yeah. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Ha! Yeah. I didn't watch the Bob Ross movie though. Did you? I didn't see it. I actually. My dog is gonna bark any minute. I know it. I know she's gonna bark any minute. Any minute now. Any minute now. I need to create an eBay site. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself for a bit. Yes, the hair. You're right. Oh no, I won't mute myself yet, but there we go. Little doggy. You know, really, this should be black too, because it's under the dog's body. I'm gonna do this, fill this in. There. Yeah, that's about right. Should be more of a shadow here. Like that. Okay. Okay. I wonder what I'm gonna do. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna mute. Alright, well that concludes the drawing and the live stream. I hope that everyone enjoyed it, and let's see. I should touch on here. How about that? I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you right here next time. Have a good night, everybody.